If you're someone who's ever wondered if you can actually lose fat and build muscle at the same time, in this video, I'm going to go over a few key principles on how you can actually do it and how in some cases that it might not work. So as we move over to the whiteboard then, there's a few key principles on losing fat and building muscle. The first one is that beginners can get away with almost anything. If you're a beginner, you've never lifted weights before, you haven't got strength adaptations, you haven't got a lot of muscle mass on your frame. If you're in a diet phase and you're cutting weight, and let's say you're on a strength program simultaneously, you can lose fat and put on muscle pretty easily. In fact, you're more than likely going to. If you're in a diet phase, obviously you're going to be losing fat. Your body's going to be in a catabolic state, but because you've never had the demands from training to build muscle, as soon as you add that training in and add that stimulus in, your body's going to want to adapt. Now, the next point is advanced trainees need more structure and planning to actually achieve this. And even then, it might not be possible, right? So if you're an advanced trainer, let's say you've been training 4 to 5 years, if you're looking to lose fat and build muscle at the same time, it's probably not going to happen. And if it does, it's going to be very minute differences. Obviously, when you get to an advanced stage and you've got muscle mass on your frame and you're maybe not reaching towards your genetic limit, but you're kind of working towards the higher end of muscle mass for your body, right? So now you need more planning and structure to actually achieve these. So if you're planning to lose fat, you want to maintain as much muscle as possible while losing fat. If you wanted to build muscle, minimizing fat while building muscle. Phases, when you're advanced, need a bit more planning and structure. The next principle would be optimize your training if you're intermediate. So obviously, if you're an intermediate lifter, maybe you've been lifting for anywhere from 9 months to a year and a half, 2 years. If you want to be able to lose fat and build muscle, you have to really, really optimize your training and getting the right split for what your goals are. If your goals are to maximize muscle growth, making sure you're getting enough volume, and this leads on to the next point, and training hard enough to be able to build muscle. So these 2 points are going to work together hand in hand. If you're optimizing training and you're training as hard as you can, you need to be training to build as much muscle as possible. Now, obviously, this is kind of one of the things where planning and structure also comes into play here as well. Because if you're trying to build muscle while losing fat, you really, really need to be hammering down the training and also your nutrition. So therefore, I'd probably say on this part, this is where really, really good programming structure comes in. Beginners can kind of get away with a lot of things. They don't need the most optimized program. They don't need perfect planning and structure. But as you kind of go down here, you need more and more of it over time. So yeah, in terms of that, if you have any questions, obviously leave them in the comments below, and obviously I'll be answering comments. But yeah, have a great day and take care.